Today we're learning about bar graphs. Please copy down the standard benchmark indicator on a clean page in your math notebook. The student, given a problem situation, will collect, analyze, display, and interpret data in a variety of graphical methods, such as a bar graph. Scales and bar graphs. A bar graph is a way to visually display and compare numerical data. The scale of a bar graph is the ruler that measures the heights of the bars. The intervals are the equal divisions marked on the scale to make it easier to read. The lines on which a bar graph is built are the horizontal axis and the vertical axis. The range of a dataset refers to the difference between the highest and lowest value. Sam followed these steps to make a bar graph using the data on mountain heights. He used the scale from 0 to 30,000 since the highest mountain was 29,000 feet. The range of the data is 15,000. He used intervals of 5,000 because 30,000 is divisible by 5,000. So you can see over here on the right, he'd put the 0 at the bottom, and then every time he jumps up a line, it goes up 5,000. So that's his interval, 5,000. He drew bars to represent the data and labeled the bars for step 2. So you can see the 5 mountains labeled by their names. It says mountain underneath, so it tells us what they are. The vertical axis has the numbers. It tells us its height, and it also tells us it's to the nearest 1,000 feet, so we know what we're measuring it. Then he drew in the bars, and then step 3, he wrote a title for the graph. Try it. Use the data to complete the bar graph. So we're looking at ocean depths to the nearest 1,000 meters. So our 4 oceans are the Arctic, the Indian, the Pacific, and the Atlantic, and the depth in meters is 6,000, 7,000, 9,000, and 11,000. So question A asks us, what is the range of the data? And that means the highest value minus the lowest value. So 11,000 minus 6,000 gets us a range of 5,000. B asks, what interval was used on the vertical scales? And the interval is how far are you jumping each time you go up a line. So if we look at our interval on our vertical axis to the right here, it goes from 0 to 2,000 to 4,000 to 6,000 to 8,000 to 10,000 to 12,000. So it's going up by 2,000 each time it goes up to the next line. So our interval is 2,000 meters. Question C asks, would it be reasonable to use an interval of 20,000? Explain. No, because all of the ocean depths are less than 11,000. For D, it wants us to draw the bars that represent the depths of the Indian, Pacific, and Atlantic Oceans. So next we're going to do is right next to the Arctic, we're going to write each of the 3 oceans and then draw the bars in. So now we have the Indian Ocean bar in shaded up to 7,000 meters, the Atlantic in shaded to 9,000 meters, and the Pacific in shaded to 11,000 meters. For E, we have already labeled and shaded the bars. We need to give the graph a title, so we're going to call it Ocean Depths. Then for F, you need to write a problem that can be solved using the data in the graph, and we will share this in class tomorrow. Just as a reminder, when you're doing a bar graph, make sure you have all of the labels. If you look here, there's 2 labels on the horizontal axis, 2 on the vertical axis, the numbering, and then the title. So there's a lot of labels, so make sure you have everything copied down, and then glue this page in your math notebook.